From Careco TV, one of the longest running outdoor programs on television today. Exploring the country and the coast in search of adventure. From the mountains of the Great Northwest to the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, this is Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. Welcome to Americana Outdoors. We've just launched onto Kentucky Lake out of Paris, Tennessee. We're with three-time FLW Angler of the Year Clark Wendlandt and Cabela's Merchandising Director for Fishing, Tom Rolls. Well, it's late June. The fish are post-spawn and on Kentucky Lake. That means ledge fishing.
You know, we're sitting out on this river ledge right now, throwing up on this main ledge, and I can see a bunch of fish down there. We just got to figure out how to get them to bite. I'm throwing a spoon now, you're throwing a Carolina rig and a soft plastic, and I feel like if we could just get one to bite, maybe the whole school would trigger, maybe we'd catch a bunch of them. You know, Kentucky Lake, in my opinion, is probably one of the top 5, maybe 10 bass lakes in the country. It's a gigantic fishery. You can run, you know, probably 100 miles, and you know, it's all got a lot of bass in it. There's a fish.
It's a fish.
Be a big one. Yeah, not big, but
not big, but he's all right.
Yeah.
We'll take him, right?
That's absolutely right. Here, buddy.
Filling up 160,000 acres on the Tennessee River, Kentucky Lake offers anglers a variety of options when it comes to bass fishing.
Well, really, I thought we'd probably be fishing a little bit shallower. You know, as you think about, you know, traditional bass fishing, I was thinking that we were going to be in a little bit shallower water. Clark said, you know, this time of the year with the season run a little ahead of where it's been, those fish had already pulled off. They were in deeper water on ledges, and so that was interesting to me that we were going to be out there fishing a little bit deeper water. Got him?
You got him.
That's a nice fish.
Nice one. Caught him on a jig. I actually was hopping that jig and he bit it. Good one. He's kind of, you know, we're just post-spawn here, so that's, you know, he's torn up a little bit and probably just got out there and starting to feed back up. He's got a nice belly on him, so got a hook mark in his mouth. You can see it right there. Somebody's caught him.
What's on the back of the gill plates? Just
you know, it's just
up?
some kind of sore. I just think it's probably banged up from the spawn. So anyway, that's a nice one.
Nice fish.
Yeah. When you get out on ledges, you know you've got the opportunity to find a place where you can catch one fish after another, have doubles on, one bite after another, you know, all, you know, for a long period of time. Basically, there's more fish that congregate out there and get on those ledges than there are that get on that shallow stuff. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you can catch a more weight that way or more fish. It's just a different way to fish, but you know there's going to be a lot of fish. That was on the jig. I can see them down there. It's hard to catch.
We were off the main channel and just fishing just some breaks, some ledges. Really just trying to figure them out. So we were fishing some jigs, some Carolina rigs, some different presentations just to see what would turn the fish on. Early on we had success with the Carolina rig, a little bit slower and just kind of bumping along the bottom. Then, you know, as the day went on, progressed, Clark got a little bit hot with the jigs. We both started switching to jigs and we did all right there. That's a better one.
We just came over that school and there is a bunch of fish down there. So what I'm hoping is we can, you know, this is a nice 2-pounder, a little bit bigger, and hopefully it'll be the first of a many. When we thought about putting this trip together, I thought to myself, you know, Kentucky Lake's such a dynamic place. You've got deep ledges, and this is deep ledge type of year, but it's also got a bunch of grass way down on the south end of the lake. And it's also got shallow cover and docks, but I just thought, you know, hey, we'll fish ledges one day, and then tomorrow we'll go fish some grass. And yeah, I think it'll be a neat deal, and hopefully we'll catch some big fish. but I think we'll at least gonna catch some.
Americana Outdoors has a new website, and we invite you to give it a look. It's chock full of the latest news and information on the outdoors. Look us up at AmericanaOutdoors.com. Well, coming up, we've got more with Clark and Tom from Kentucky Lake. Get outfitted with new gear for spring fishing, like the Cabela's Prodigy and Fish Eagle casting combo. Great gear at a great price. Find this or any of Cabela's brand fishing equipment online at Cabela's.com. We'll be right back with more from Americana Outdoors.
You just want to fish, not mess around with buttons and settings and such. That's why they made every Garmin Echo fish finder easy to use. You see fish, you catch fish, easy. Fight fish, not your fish finder. Get the unsurpassed power, clarity, and dependability of a Garmin Echo fish finder.
Before you head out here, get ready at Cabela's, your source for the hottest new gear at tough-to-beat prices. Save big on everything you need when you shop by catalog, stores, and online at Cabela's.com. Our legendary selection is field-tested and field-proven. You can trust our gear. Cabela's, world's foremost outfitter.
I think the reason these fish hit these baits so well is not just the action that the baits have, but the lighted eyes and lighted tail. There's a good one. That's a big one.
Biologists have been saying it for years. Bass use their senses to find food. Livingston Lures is leading the way with lures that emit vibration and sound technology to incite a feeding frenzy.
About took the rod out of my hand.
Livingston Lures is the innovator of vibration and sound technology that mimics biology. LivingstonLures.com.
We invented and patented the first aerated live well. We're first with higher flotation standards and first to receive a protected design hull copyright. With such a strong focus on non-stop innovation, no other boat enjoys such advanced engineering. Ranger Boats. We're celebrating over 45 years of fishing and a lifetime of leadership. Discover Yamaha's VMAX power. When you want the best, choose Yamaha.
Proven reliability is part of every Yamaha outboard, so we're starting off 2013 with Yamaha's Proven Reliability Sales Event. For a limited time, purchase an eligible new Yamaha outboard and choose between 3 years of Yamaha limited warranty coverage along with an additional 2-year Yamaha extended service plan at no extra cost. Or take up to $2,000 in Yamaha credit toward the purchase of goods and services. Either way, if you're looking to have more fun on the water in 2013, now's your chance. Visit your local Yamaha outboard dealer today.
Americana Outdoors is presented to you by Garmin. Follow the leader. By Cabela's, the world's foremost outfitter. And by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. It's late June, and we're on Kentucky Lake with Clark Wendlandt and Cabela's Tom Rolls. After spending the first morning fishing deep ledges, Clark and Tom made the long run to the south end of the lake to fish the vast beds of hydrilla and milfoil.
You know, fishing shallow, we went in there this morning early. We started with some topwater. When Clark was throwing the topwater, I was throwing the spinner baits. We were just trying to see, you know, really experiment and see what the fish were going to be doing, what they were going to be, what they were going to be active on. Good? Yep. Get out of there.
That's where that brace comes in handy right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I put it on. Come on.
First one in the morning, though.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
We'll take him.
I don't know if you can notice this, but you know, those fish we were catching yesterday, they looked a little bit different than this fish. They were easy release.
Well, I ruined your... Take a look at him. Sorry.
We just want to get him back in the water. you know, grass grows in shallow water. It doesn't grow real deep. And on Kentucky Lake, the deepest grass we'll find maybe 7 to 10 foot. It'll be hydrilla, milfoil, and there'll be some other stringy kinds of grass in there. And you know, a lot of times those fish will actually get outside the grass. What I'm hoping is that they'll be on the edges of the grass and up around it. We can throw things like top water, maybe throw chatterbait, spinnerbait, swim a jig, swim baits. I think there'll be a variety of different things that we can do to catch fish, and you know, we'll see if we can get on some bigger fish that way. See, those aren't bass right there. It's too fast.
Too fast?
Yeah, it's too fast. But that's what I saw up here.
Got him? Better fish.
About in the exact same spot where you're at. Chatterbait, pretty much right on that same edge.
Mm-hmm.
We had seen a few shad kind of pop out of the water, and some of these shad are really big. There's some little bitty shad fry and some big shad. And this fish was, I had one follow my bait up. It looked like a nice one, and that fish was about right where he was. Tom, I'll tell you what, I've had a great couple of days fishing Kentucky Lake. We fished deep, we fished shallow, and we have flat caught a lot of bass. Nothing great big, but had a lot of fun fishing with you. You got to promise me you'll come out and fish with me again sometime.
I will do it. I enjoyed it.
Totally
Great time.
Good time.
We'd like to offer a special thanks to both Tom Rolls and Clark Wendlandt for taking time out of their busy schedule to help us with this show. Coming up, we'll stay on Kentucky Lake and look in on the 3rd annual Collegiate Bass Fishing Open, presented by Pepsi. In 1973, Ranger Boats worked with the U.S. Coast Guard to develop what new standards? For the answer to this question and to learn more about the last 45 years of Ranger Boats history, visit mydreamrig.com.
The world has never seen a hook like this.
What I thought was good before is not so good now.
The first surgically sharpened fish hook.
This is the best ever.
In test after test, we have proven that anyone can set this new hook with half the effort of any other hook.
That's money.
Introducing the Trocar hook, a weapon for fishermen who aren't just out to catch fish, but are out to win.
I tell you what, a good knife, that is just something that is so valuable to a person in the outdoors that you can't put a value on it. It's just something to know that you got a sharp knife to be able to get the job at hand done. And not every knife is going to be able to be sharp, be able to get the job done, and be able to handle the tasks that are ahead of it. But I can promise you, the Bubba Blade, it's going to get the job done for you. You know, a lot of times you see things that are out there and you wonder if they're any good. But when you get a good fillet knife in your hand and you've got a pile of fish over it clean and it begins to go through every different cut quickly and easily and effortlessly, you know you're holding something that you're going to like and you're going to be able to use and enjoy. Whether you're cleaning redfish or speckled trout or tuna or whatever it may be, the Bubba Blade has proven itself in the field to be a product that I like, will use, and will have on my boat when it comes time to go fishing for a long time to come.
So check out our website to order your Bubba Blade today.
The Yamaha VMAX SHO. First it changed the game. Now it's set the standard. But don't take our word for it.
The whole shot was everything they said it was going to be.
We accelerated from like 50 miles an hour to 70, and it was like that.
So fast, so quiet. I mean, you give it power, and it's just there.
That thing right there is just bad.
The whole shot on it, the second to none. Oh yeah, it's for real.
Take a demo ride and feel the power yourself. You'll know why we call it the Game Changer.
Americana Outdoors is brought to you in part by Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. By Livingston Lures, vibration and sound technology. And by Frog Togs Outdoor and Rainwear. It's day 1 of the Collegiate Bass Fishing Open from Kentucky Lake. And word is, it's gonna be tough.
It's a grind out there. There's no current. We're having to finesse our fish. You know, some of our fish are coming in like 25 to 30 foot of water on a drop shot, and that's not typical for Kentucky Lake in June. You know, normally you can go out here and stroke a big spoon, big jig, big worm, and catch them like almost every cast, and you pull up on the right spot. But it's not like that right now. You know, there's no current, and it's just tough. Got it. In the head or not? No. I got a good one. That might keep. I think you got one.
The third annual Collegiate Bass Fishing Open presented by Pepsi is a 2-day team format event. Teams will weigh their heaviest combined best 6 fish each day. At the end of 2 days, highest weigh wins. Also in play here is the race for the School of the Year. As we resume tournament coverage, we'll pick up the action with the University of Arkansas's Adam Jackson and Paul LaFleur, one of the teams in the hunt for the School of the Year.
You know, we've been working all year to try and win this. You know, we've gone to a bunch of the events and we've done pretty well so far, and so, you know, it'd be a big disappointment if we drove all the way over here and then, you know, didn't have a good showing. So
Bethel University's Cody Ross and Dewey Swims are starting shallow, fishing topwaters over submerged vegetation.
Oh my God, if you don't catch one there, there's something wrong. That's crazy. Biggin, biggin. Oh, stay on, baby. Ah. This one over here. There we go, 3-pounder in the boat. That's why we come here.
Moving out of the shallow water, we'll check in with Paul Clark and Brett Pruitt from the University of Louisiana at Monroe, one of the few teams we've seen fishing deep structure.
It's like a shell bed hump, comes up to about 13.5, 14 foot, and where the boat's sitting right now is 32 foot deep, so throwing up on top of it and bringing it off the drop-off. You have been sitting right on that drop-off, and sometimes even on top of it, just depends on time of the day.
The Collegiate Bass Fishing Open, presented by Pepsi, is hosting more than 40 different universities this year as the event gains in popularity. As the final stop on the Boat U.S. Collegiate Championship Series, several teams are vying for not only the win, but also the prestigious School of the Year award. Well, with weigh-in already in progress, we'll toss it up to tournament director Danny Blandford on stage.
We're doing good, man. You want to tell us a little bit about how it went for you out there today?
It's hot.
You think it's that beard that makes it hot?
Very well could be.
9.85 pounds. So for some of the 3 fish bags that we've been seeing, that's a pretty good sack, man. You guys think you can upgrade, hold your own tomorrow? What are you looking for?
We'll go out there and try our best. They're out there, they're pretty scattered right now, so we'll see what we can do.
Despite mechanical difficulties on the water, the University of Tennessee's Trent Huey and Ryan Houston picked up a limit that should place them in the top 5.
So you found 3 good ones out there today. Now I know these guys got lots of boats in the tournament, so you got a 3 fish limit there, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, they got a good 3 fish limit. Look at that. That's the best 3 fishes we've seen so far. 10.95 pounds. Come on now, let's give him a round of applause. Those are the best 3 fish we've seen all day.
At the end of day 1, Bethel University is sitting in 2nd place behind North Carolina State. UNC Charlotte, Kennesaw State, and the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga round out the top 5. The Boat U.S. Collegiate Bass Championship Series is kicking off for 2013. For the complete schedule and information on how you can get involved, look them up at collegiatebasschampionship.com. Coming up, we'll look at the final day of competition from Kentucky Lake. Cabela's Guideware, a pro's choice for fishing in inclement weather, now comes in 4 different styles to suit your unique needs. For the complete line of Cabela's Guideware, look them up at cabela's.com. We'll be right back with more from Americana Outdoors.
How about that?
Now give me Branson, where folks are smiling, and all the while inviting you there. Warm and cozy, feeling rosy, friendly places, woo, smiling faces.
Escape the winter blues with a dose of fun Branson style. Many shows and attractions are open, so call today for special winter schedules.
Give me Branson, where folks are smiling. Branson, Missouri, Now that's entertainment. Call 888-339-4949.
Freedom Live Action Hybrid Jigs, designed with state-of-the-art technology that, given the ability of the fisherman to easily customize the hook or bait to the actual presentation with an easy twist on and off snap, it gives the bait a free range of motion. Give more natural and realistic action. Bring fishing to the next level of enjoyment. Freedom Live Action Hybrid Jigs. For more information, go to freedomlures.com.
Hey man, how about that? They were really biting.
Not bad. What was that? Did you see that?
See what? Crete, did you forget to turn the hydrowave off again?
Oh, it looks like I did.
Don't worry, I got it.
Thanks, bud.
Crete! Sorry guys, he never remembers. Give it up, Crete.
What are you doing, dude? They're keepers.
It's for those who get up early on weekends and those who'd rather rough it than take it easy. It's for those who know it's not just a sport, but a way of life. The new Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing system keeps food fresh up to 5 times longer with a rugged design and 12-volt adapter cord for easy use in the field, ensuring your game and fish is fresh when you need it. The Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing system. Fielded fresh, sealed fresh.
This portion of Americana Outdoors is brought to you by Sunline Fishing Line, the strength to guarantee you confidence. By Hydrowave, ignite a feeding frenzy. And by Amphibia Performance Floating Eye Gear. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors from Henry County and Paris, Tennessee, where the community came out in force to welcome the collegiate anglers with open arms. After a citywide welcoming parade, the anglers were treated to a fish fry and a good dose of Southern hospitality.
We're extremely excited to work with the whole organization. It's been indeed our pleasure. We have over 70 tournaments a year here, and by far this is my favorite tournament because of the enthusiasm displayed by the young people that come here.
Moving back to competition, we'll begin day 2 with Kevin Beverly and Ben Dizwolski, part of the team from North Carolina State, and our event leaders going into day 2.
We're changing up our game plan a little bit today. Our other team weighed in one of the biggest bags, and they had all their fish within the first hour. So we're gonna try and get rich quick, catch a bunch of fish,
stay in first place, and bring another big sack for today.
Good one. Real good one. Good fish. Get in the net. Oh, get it in the net. Get it in the net. Freaking boat swing it. Okay, I'll do that too.
Holy crap. That works. Sorry about that, dude.
It's all right. Not a huge fish, but he'll keep. He absolutely crushed it. I don't know if you saw it. Shoot. Measure him. No, he measures. He ain't big though.
Awful net job by the co-angler, by the partner. That was terrible.
All right. How do we fill these suckers up?
Got the monkey off her back. Skunk out of the boat.
UNC Charlotte began the day in 3rd. They're working a deep school of fish they found in practice.
Half-ass hooks in on him.
Take it easy on him. Get him down.
I can't. He's better than a keeper.
Keep him down.
He's not wanting to go down. He ain't no biggie. I barely felt him hit it. I didn't feel him hit it.
Now, if the fish measures, it will go into the Ranger live well for the trip back to Paris Landing this afternoon.
Well, I got a little pressure off, but we know we got to catch some big ones to be in this thing. So hopefully we can It seems like this school just keeps getting a little bigger at a time, so maybe we can weed it out and hopefully a 5 or 6 pounder will come out of it.
Kennesaw State University finished out day one in 4th place overall with 18.29 pounds. They're hoping for a good finish, but to them, it's not a priority.
We'd love to win, but if we're not having a good time, it's not worth it. If you got to come out here and, you know, with your partner, you're either frustrated, can't get along, you can't joke around and have a good time, you know. Then what are you doing? What's the point in it? We're out here to have fun. We want to compete, but the experience is what we're here for. Yeah. If we quit having fun and we quit learning, we're going to go put the boat on the trailer and go back to Kennesaw. The whole point and you know, all this is to get your name out there, to have a chance, you know, to let people see that who you are and that you can fish and represent your school, and maybe get people to come to your school just for fishing. And the sport's grown so much. Like I think our first couple years that I fished there was only 4 or 5 members, and it jumped within, you know, 5 or, oh, good fish, 5 or 6. Oh yes, that's what we need. He ain't as big as I thought he was, but he's not got hooked. I hope he's big enough to get rid of that one. I'd like to get rid of that big one, that other one, and give him a chance to live. Yeah. Go in the water. Oh, he's 16. He's definitely not big.
That's number 1 for Kennesaw State. Heading back to Paris Landing Marina in Paris, Tennessee, it's time to crown our champions at the 3rd Annual Collegiate Bass Fishing Open, presented by Pepsi. Purdue University's Chris Kaiser and Ryan Spicer brought a limit to the scales.
Guys, all we've been hearing is hot out there today. Beyond that, how was the fishing for y'all? 717.
Better than we thought. We really struggled today. Our fish just weren't biting this morning. We had to really scramble for those fish, so it was pretty rough in this lake.
Like a good sack.
Kennesaw State finished out their limit, bringing 6 to the scales on the final day.
Right on, 18.16. Not quite what you had yesterday, but a great sack of fish. That's over 18 pounds each day. Let's hear it. Up next, University of North Carolina, Charlotte, Shane LaHue, Adam Waters. These guys did a great job yesterday, and they backed it up with another big sack of fish today. 3 bass, 12.06 pounds, so you got a sack of 4-pounders. Show them to the crowd for us, why don't you?
And that's going to do it. The University of North Carolina at Charlotte brings in just over 41 pounds in 2 days to win the 2012 Collegiate Bass Fishing Open, presented by Pepsi from Kentucky Lake. For a complete list of results or to learn more about the Boat US Collegiate Bass Fishing Series, visit collegiatebasschampionship.com. Hey, and while you're online, don't forget to visit AmericanaOutdoors.com and enter to win a variety of prizes from our sponsors. Yeah, it's that easy. Americana Outdoors is a Careco TV production. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.